Today we're using the eufyMake E1 UV printer to celebrate International Women's Day by creating two special projects, a wooden canvas and a custom magnet. Let's get started. First, we'll get the E1 ready to print on a wooden canvas. To do that, we need to swap out the mini bed for the standard bed so we have enough space and proper support for the canvas. It's a quick change, but it makes a big difference when working with slightly larger materials. We picked up these small wooden canvases on sale for just $3.49 each, which makes this a super affordable project. Since they're already painted white, there's no need to lay down a white base layer, so we can save some ink by printing with CMYK and varnish only, while still getting vibrant colors and a nice glossy finish. All that is left to do is to place the canvas in the middle of our bed and head over to eufyMake Studio to set up the print. As always, we'll start by clicking the snapshot button to get an up-to-date view of our canvas while we import and dial in our print settings. We're going with a vibrant floral design for this project, so that's the artwork we selected. While the snapshot loads, we'll click on the image and update the ink mode. It's currently set to white, then CMYK, but since our canvas is already white, we'll switch it to CMYK plus varnish. The painted surface will act as our base layer, saving ink while still giving us bold color and a beautiful glossy finish from the varnish. Next, we'll update the material setting to wood and bump the print quality up to the highest option to capture all those fine details in the design. Now that we have the updated preview, all that's left is to scale and position the artwork perfectly over the canvas. And just like that, we're ready to hit print. We hit start and let the eufyMake E1 take it from there. It automatically adjusts to the proper height and begins printing, laying down and curing the ink layer by layer. While that's running, we wanted to think ahead to the finishing touches. The canvas looks great on its own, but the edges are a little rough, so we decided to give it a more polished look. We jumped into our 3D printing software and designed a custom frame made specifically for this 6x6 inch canvas. We love this approach because it's simple and clean. With just a few small spots of glue or some double-sided tape, we can easily attach the wooden canvas to the frame. While we're here, we also wanted to talk about the different craft modes, since this is something we get asked about quite a lot. We picked up some small canvas magnets specifically for this project, and since the canvas is also white, the settings can remain the exact same. All we needed to do was scale it down to fit the smaller size. In addition to our watercolor magnet, we also wanted to try a pattern texture design. This mode applies an even pattern texture across the entire artwork, giving the whole piece a consistent raised finish. We can compare that to the relief texture mode, which works a little differently by selectively raising and lowering parts of the design to create more depth. As we can see in the previews, the flowers appear much more prominent with the relief texture because certain elements are elevated while others remain lower. So now that we have our watercolor version, the pattern texture, and the relief texture ready to go, let's get all three printed and see how they compare. Bringing them up side by side, we can really start to see the differences between all three versions. The CMYK and varnish print still preserves some of the original canvas texture underneath, which gives it a nice natural look. Meanwhile, both of the texture modes completely cover the canvas surface. The pattern and relief options also add a raised texture that you can actually feel, making the magnets a bit more unique and tactile. But our favorite is definitely the relief texture. It gives the design the most realistic look, with each flower appearing like it's popping right off the white background. Now we're curious what you think. Which one is your favorite? And just like that, we are left with a vibrant floral design just in time for International Women's Day. We love the amount of detail this printer creates. Happy International Women's Day. Thanks for watching, and stay creative.